Dr. Ladda here, and now the continuation of the YouTube lecture series. So now this class we completed the brachial plexus up to the branches, all the 5 branches of the brachial plexus and major branches, and we know those branches are your marmo, means musculocutaneous nerve, axillary nerve, radial nerve, your medial nerve and ulnar nerve. So these are the major branches of the brachial plexus, and now we are going to deal with each and every branch of the brachial plexus, and that two are for the two branches are for the flexor side, and one nerve is for the extensor side. The flexor side nerves are median and ulnar nerve, and the extensor nerve is the nerve for the back of the hand, that is the radial nerve, and remaining two are concerned with this portion, axillary and your musculocutaneous. So before proceeding with the nerves, it is wise for you to have the knowledge of muscles of forearm and muscles of hand, so that it will become easy for you to put both these ulnar and medial nerve in a simple way. So this forearm, it has flexor part and extensor part. It has flexor part and extensor part. We will deal with the extensor part in further videos, but in today's video we are going to deal with the muscles of flexor compartment. We know, friends, this flexor compartment is divided into two group of muscles. One is superficial muscle and the second muscles which are deep to this superficial layer. Superficial muscles are having origin from upper part, whereas deep muscles, even though they are attached with the bones of the forearm, they are close to the bones of the forearm. So there are 5 superficial muscles and 3 deep muscles of the flexor compartment of the forearm. Which are those 5 superficial muscles? One superficial muscle is pronator teres. One superficial muscle is pronator teres. Second one is flexor carpi radialis. Third one is palmaris longus. Third one, first is pronator teres. Second one is flexor carpi radialis. Third one is palmaris longus. Fourth one is flexor digitorum. Which layer is this? Superficial. So flexor digitorum superficialis is fourth one, and fifth one is, as there is flexor carpi radialis, in the same sense there is flexor carpi ulnaris. So these are the muscles which are the superficial muscles of the forearm. Which are those? 2 flexor carpi, one is radialis, one is ulnaris, one pronator teres, one palmaris longus, and one is for the digits flexor digitorum superficialis. So these are 5 muscles of superficial compartment of the forearm, flexor muscles. Among these 5 flexor muscles, first 4, except the flexor carpi ulnaris, all the above 4 muscles are supplied by medial nerve. And the only muscle which is having the name with the ulna, flexor carpi ulnaris, it is supplied by ulnar nerve. So this is one nerve which is supplied by the ulnar nerve in the superficial group of the flexor compartment of the forearm. Now there are deep muscles. There are 3 deep muscles of the flexor compartment of the forearm. Among these 3 deep, again a muscle is supplied by ulnar, and remaining 2 are supplied by medial. So one superficial and one deep is supplied by ulnar. Now what are those deep muscles? So those deep muscles of the flexor compartment of forearm are, number first, flexor digitorum profundus. Flexor digitorum profundus is number first. Number second, flexor pollicis longus. Flexor pollicis longus. And number third is, as we know, pronator teres. In the same sense, there is one muscle, pronator quadratus. So these are the 3 deep muscles Among these three deep muscles, a muscle, not whole muscle, half of that muscle, which is that muscle? Flexor digitorum profundus. It is a big flexor digitorum profundus. Half of that flexor digitorum profundus is supplied by the ulnar nerve, and remaining half is supplied by the median nerve. So these are two nerves of the forearm which are supplied by the ulnar nerve. Now the muscles of hand. The muscles of hand are divided into groups, or are arranged in a systematic manner, and we will deal with all the muscles of hand so that we can calculate which are the muscles towards this palmar side, which are the muscles supplied by the ulnar and which are the muscles supplied by the median nerve. Now friends, this is hand. This hand has, this portion is thenar part and this is hypothenar part. This is thenar and this is hypothenar. This thenar, towards the thenar part, there are three muscles. Actually there are four, but three are concerned with the thenar. And those three muscles are, one is thenar is concerned with thumb. Remember, it is simple logic, and hypothenar concerned with the little finger. So the muscles which are towards the thenar, they are having the name pollicis. Whereas muscle towards hypothenar, they are having the name digiti minimi. Pollicis and digiti minimi. Now a muscle which is helping to bring the thumb towards the body, which is bringing away from the body. Adduction means toward the body. A muscle which is bringing the thumb away from the body, this is called as abductor. This is pollicis, abduction of the pollicis. Pollicis means thumb. Abductor pollicis brevis. Number second muscle is flexor pollicis brevis. For the flexion, do you know the flexion? This is flexion, this is extension. This is flexion, this is extension. Flexion of the thumb, abduction of the thumb, flexion of the thumb. So one muscle of the thenar is abductor pollicis brevis. Second muscle of the thenar is flexor pollicis brevis. And third muscle of the thenar, actually proper thenar, third muscle of the thenar is opponens pollicis. So these are three muscles. Even one more muscle is added in the thenar group, and that is adductor pollicis, muscle for abduction, muscle for adduction. So there are four muscles, and one is abductor pollicis brevis, second one is flexor pollicis brevis, and third one is opponens pollicis. And in all these three, you are going to add one more muscle, and that muscle is adductor pollicis. So these are four muscles which we can consider to this side, Now hypothenar group consists of four muscles, and we know hypothenar digiti minimi. So the hypothenar group muscles are, one is palmaris brevis, because here is the palmaris longus tendon and it is going like this, and we talked about the palmar aponeurosis in that. It is going like this and then divided into, and this is palmaris longus. And here is a muscle. It is called as palmaris brevis, which is just medial to this hypothenar part. So it is a palmaris brevis muscle. Number second muscle, in the same sense, abduction of the thumb. Here the abduction of little finger, abductor digiti minimi. Number third, there was a flexion of your thumb. Flexion of thumb. Here is the flexion of little finger. So the flexion of little finger, flexor digiti minimi. And fourth, there is opponens pollicis. Here is opponens digiti minimi. So these are the muscles. Three toward this side, one more addition, total four, and actually four toward the hypothenar side. So these are the muscles of thenar and hypothenar. And now the remaining are, there are four lubricants, first, second, third, fourth, and there are 8 interosseous. Palmar interosseous 4 and dorsal interosseous 4. So these are the muscles of hand. Now this knowledge is important because with the knowledge of these name of the muscles, you can proceed easy writing of the ulnar and the medial nerve. Just divide the muscles which are supplying to the ulnar nerve and put the list of muscles which are supplying to the medial nerve. Means here, if a question of the nerve for 10 marks, the knowledge of brachial plexus complete 25%. The knowledge of name of the muscles complete 25%. Now the remaining 40% is the course of that nerve and 10% is applied anatomy and your nerve supply and blood supply. So these things, it helps to simplify the study of anatomy. And now among all these muscles, let me explain which are the muscles which are supplied by medial nerve and which are supplied by ulnar nerve. So among the muscle of forearm, we know there are 5 superficial muscles and 3 deep muscles. Among these 5 superficial muscles, the last one, flexor carpi ulnaris, the last one of the superficial, that is flexor carpi ulnaris, is supplied by ulnar nerve, and remaining all 4 are supplied by medial nerve. Whereas among the deep, there are 3 muscles. Among these 3, only half part of a muscle, that is flexor digitorum profundus, this only half part of the muscle is supplied by ulnar, and remaining half is supplied by medial nerve. Now about the hand, muscles of the hand, we know there are 3 thenar, one addition is there. There are 4 hypothenar, there are 4 lubricals, and there are 8 interosseous muscles. Among these thenar muscles, only one muscle, which is the addition there in the thenar, proper 3 thenars are supplied by median, and only one, that is adductor pollicis. Adductor pollicis is supplied by ulnar nerve, and remaining 3 are supplied by medial nerve. Now the portion hypothenar, it is the portion for ulnar nerve. Hypothenar is the portion for ulnar nerve. So all the 4 muscles of hypothenar group, are supplied by ulnar nerve. Now about the lubricants, there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Among these 4, the medial 2, the lateral 2 are supplied by, first and second are supplied by your medial nerve, and the medial 2, third and fourth are supplied by ulnar nerve. And your interosseous, all 8 interosseous are supplied by ulnar nerve. So this is the rough calculation of median and ulnar nerve supply. You can put all these in a table manner, and you can remember the name of muscles. Now if you are able to remember, now the course is there, and that course you will get easy from the brachial plexus, and now it is going to the arm, and from arm it is just bending down and going down and reaching to the passing through the forearm and reaching to the hand. So this course of both the nerves, it will become easy for you to explain. Okay, and in the next video we will deal with the course of your ulnar and simultaneously the course of medial.